let me see if I get this straight. You were home long enough to change your message, but you weren't home long enough for you to call me back after the 19 messages that I've left so far. You leave me waiting in the fountain room alone with nothing but alcohol to comfort me. And then in important band business issues crop up, your decision-making abilities are required and demanded, and you simply are unavailable. The situation has become intolerable, and I fear that you may have to be punished accordingly.
Jim, it's 9:30, and you're on MTV.
Well, now we're going on 2 days now, and the refusal to call back Mr. Paul Robb. I'm just drowning my sorrows up here in 6C. You know, I mean, the pleasures are delightful, but my mind is still in a state of sorrow, confusion, and, yes, disappointment. I'll say it. I'm disappointed.
There's plenty of time. Fuck him. 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
I hope there doesn't come a day when you suggest to anyone that I was unwilling to let you or Paul be involved or have any influence over this, because quite the contrary, you guys have almost avoided me about this program. Although I do appreciate you calling in Paul to...
I was such a stud. He goes, oh, I'll be there by 11 o'clock. Oh, you can be there by 11 o'clock. Oh, I'll cook my dinner and then fuck her 6 times by then. I'll have fucked her 6 times by then. 11 o'clock's plenty of fucking time. There's plenty of time. Fuck him. 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Also, we should talk about working on music.
Jim! Hard to believe. He's still not answering his phone. After the thrashing he received yesterday, and he's in isolation mode. He will not answer his phone. He has more important things to do than pick up his phone and talk to his friends. More important things to do? I have been empowered on behalf of the North American Tippling Association to protest to you, sir, in the strongest possible of terms about your most inconsiderate lack of communication. And I'm afraid it is my duty to inform you that if this blackout in communication continues any longer, you may be the receiver of a black mark on your record by the North American Tippling Society. It's unfortunate that I have to tell you this, especially with the onset of the holiday season. I know your feelings may be tender at this point, but it is my duty. I'm bringing this particular meeting of the Tippling Society to order with a delicious mixture of orange juice, Pernod, over ice. But as I am the only member in attendance at this meeting, I will receive a diminished amount of pleasure from the tippling. But we all must put up with the small annoyances of city living. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that I intend to report each successive cocktail to you until I am no longer able to speak or be understood coherently. Now, I've decided that the safest route would be to move on to another round of Pernod with orange juice on the rocks, just to coat, soothe, and protect my stomach, so to speak, for the rigors to come. I will be, of course, leaving updates on your machine as they arrive.
Sunday, 5:02 p.m.
I'm moving on to my third cocktail at this point. Some may regard my pace as overly swift. I think I'm going to stay with the aromatic type liqueurs and move on to Sambuca Romana, Liqueur Classico, product of Italy. It is a shrub with leaves like the honeysuckle and white scented flowers in umbrella-shaped clusters, The berries are violet-black color. I'm going to have this with a splash of soda. I am now wearing a beanie with a propeller on top.
Sunday, 5:49 p.m.
You know what my problem is? I'm still on the Sambuca, by the way. My problem is that I am oversexed. Girl after girl calls up, seeking out my person, and I cringe and refuse to pick up the phone and would rather stay here swilling various liqueurs from various locations around the world. And that's bizarre.
Sunday, 6:07 p.m.
I must have been bitten by some sort of insect while I wasn't looking because I have a itchy bump on my right wrist. I am still wearing the beanie.
Sunday, 6:55 p.m.
Those tongue-numbing drinks like Pernod and Sambuca made me somewhat agitated, so I'm attempting to calm myself by quaffing a glass of Japanese plum wine.
Sunday, 6:58 p.m.
I've made the decision to stick with the Japanese plum wine for the time being in honor of Junko Shinozaki-san. But did you know that many of the things that they call plums in Japan are in fact apricots? Much like the fact that many of the girls you find in Japan thinking that they will be shy young geishas in fact turn out to be feisty wenches resembling no one so much as Buffy Trollan of Minneapolis. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? I'm at the stage now where it is difficult to focus my eyes without concentrating on it, and yet, of course, as you can see, my speech is not slurred in any way, although my reaction time is somewhat slowed.
Sunday, 7:31 p.m.
I'm still wearing the propeller beanie.